Welcome to Vegas Startup Scene. I'm Jason LeDuc, and this is your rundown of what's happening in the Southern Nevada tech ecosystem for the week of October 20th, 2025. Let's start with a big milestone for Nevada's battery materials and critical minerals story. American Battery Technology Company has completed all required NEPA baseline studies and submitted the reports to the Bureau of Land Management for its Tonopah Flats Lithium Project, marking a major permitting milestone for one of the largest domestic lithium projects in the United States. The work spanned more than 2 years across 21 studies in 14 categories and positions the project to enter formal NEPA review while its mine plan of operations is under BLM review. ABTC says the next steps include a pre-feasibility study and continued community and stakeholder engagement around the Big Smoky Valley effort. Meanwhile, the robotics community is going orbital. The Las Vegas Robotics Meetup is hosting Robots in Space on October 23rd at Desert Research Institute, digging into satellite servicing and repair, in-orbit construction, asteroid resource prospecting, and the AI and autonomy that makes deep space operations possible. Expect insights from researchers, investors, and founders on how space robots are turning disposable missions into maintainable infrastructure and opening new industries in orbit and beyond. And speaking of building smarter capital stacks for Nevada founders and investors, Angel NV is back. Angel NV6 brings together accredited investors, Nevada certified investors, which means you may qualify and not even know it, and first-time angels for a structured cohort that sources, screens, and funds promising Nevada startups together. The cohort runs January 13th to April 11th, 2026, with a minimum investment of $5,000 and hybrid options. Investor registration is open now, and startup applications for the program open in November. Here's a look at what else is coming up in the ecosystem for the next few weeks. Crypto Mondays, hosted by the Vegas Blockchain Center every Monday at 160 West Wyoming Avenue in Las Vegas. Sin Shop live stream events Mondays and Fridays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. each week. Vegas Crypto Group hosts multi-chain Mondays every other Monday at Sierra Gold, 9465 Southeastern Avenue, and Crypto Clubhouse on Tuesdays from 6 to 10 p.m. at Goat Bar, 3805 West Sahara Avenue. Startup NV Pitch Day for $500,000 on October 22nd from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., both virtual and in person at the International Innovation Center on 4th Street in downtown Las Vegas. Fusion 42's Pitch Kung Fu event every Thursday online, along with their other online events, so check out their website to catch up on everything they have going on. Startup Vegas has their Rise Up event for women in tech on October 28th, and Link Up co-working at WeWork Town Square on Wednesday, October 29th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. with Jeff Fargo on the podcast strategy that scales your brand. Also, their next Level Up Pitch Night event on Thursday, November 20th at 6:30 p.m. at WeWork Town Square. Don't forget Tech Alley Henderson 1-year anniversary celebration on Wednesday, October 29th at the Pass Casino with networking, music, and a raffle for HopeLink of Southern Nevada. Start Agritech is hosting a webinar, Scaling Agritech in the U.S. on Monday, November 10th with Gal and Madi of Fungit Biosolutions. And keep that Jewel Fit grand opening on your scope for November 11th. And the Las Vegas Sports Investing Forum and Investor Conference is still out there on December 11th. This past Saturday at Tech Alley Downtown, I got to sit down with a fascinating young lady named Rose, who is one of the leaders of our high school robotics team, an aspiring biomedical engineer, and a community mentor helping young women get into tech careers. In this clip, we talk about her upcoming event for Girls in Tech in December.
I assume you're working with a lot of young girls as a mentor as well. So what advice do you give them, these young girls, whether they're in high school or younger? What advice do you give the young girls, both when it comes to robotics and career-wise?
Speak up in a room you're not sure about, because oftentimes girls will have 80% of the knowledge, and they think they need 100% of the knowledge just to speak in a room, when men, a lot of the times, they don't have as much as that knowledge, but they're more confident to speak in the room. So just speak up. Even if you're wrong, that's okay. I've been wrong many times before, but I'm glad my voice was heard. and your voice isn't going to be heard if you don't speak.
Yeah, I say this all the time to young women, women of all ages, like when they're applying for jobs, when they're applying for like executive positions in their companies, and I tell them, stop worrying about how much of the qualifications. Like all the guys who are competing for this job haven't even looked at that. They looked at the job title and the salary and said, "This sounds cool and pays well. I'm in." And I know coming from a guy, that's not always great advice, but I think coming from you, that's really great advice. Is look, just go do it. Stop worrying about if you're checking all the boxes.
Yeah, because the worst they can say is no. And I've learned that a lot over the past 4 years.
Yep.
The worst I can be told is no by a sponsor. I could go up to someone and they could just tell me no, they can't give me money, but they could also say, yeah.
I bet you
can
don't
give
hear
you
no a
1,000.
lot.
Sometimes. It's hard to get told no.
Oh yeah,
And
for sure.
It's hard to be like struggling to get something, but I just have to keep going and I have to keep asking, because if I don't ask, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely. So is there anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go? Because I know you have to get moving to your next thing.
No, just speak up in a room, and we're hosting Girls in Tech.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
So we are hosting our Girls in Tech event. It's our 3rd annual on December 4th. And we bring 120 middle schoolers to our school to learn about a bunch of different STEM topics. In the past, we've had pneumatics workshops, DNA finding workshops, 3D printing workshops. And so throughout the year, these girls just get invested in it. And throughout the event, they will find out, wow, this is really cool. And we've introduced them to industry leaders before. Dina Titus has come to our events. Miss Clark County has come to our events. And so we just like to introduce them to these people that to show them hey, you could do this too. This could be you. And so we're hosting on December 4th, and I'm looking for sponsors right now to fund the event, to get the girls food, get them cool swag items like lanyards and pins, and get them cool tech items maybe for prizes at the event.
All right, great. Well, we will, in addition to this live stream, I do a every Monday morning tech rundown of what's going on in the scene here. So we will definitely make sure, you said it's November 4th? December 4th. So we will keep promoting that event every Monday in Vegas startup scene until that comes around.
Thank
so,
you.
And we will link up where people can connect with you as well. So tell everybody where they can connect with you, whether it's for the robotics stuff, whether it's for the school stuff, and especially for the Women in Tech event coming up.
Yeah, so our team Instagram is FRC Pair of Dice, so you can follow us there. Our website is pairofdice.vegas, so you can also follow us there. And then all of our emails, all of our contact information will also be on pairofdice.vegas, so you can find a lot of us there.
Great, so check that out. Guys, this young lady is coming for your jobs. Watch out. Get off the couch.
If you want to find out more about Rose, the Pair of Dice Robotics team, or her upcoming Girls in Tech event, especially if you'd like to be a sponsor, check out the Pair of Dice website or email the team with the links in the notes. That's all for this week. Links to everything we talked about are in the episode description. If you've got news or events you'd like us to cover next week, drop a comment, slide into my DMs, I do not mind, or email me at info@leducleadership.com. If we missed your update, let us know so we can add it to next week's rundown. See you out there in the ecosystem. Send us your pics and videos from all the events you're being part of. Get out there, do great things today. Onward and upward.